Indonesia has officially become the first foreign customer of India's indigenous Astra Mk1 beyond visual range air-to-air missile, marking a major milestone not only for India's growing defense industry but also for Indonesia's efforts to modernize its air force. While the deal may appear to be just another missile purchase, its real significance lies in the strategic, operational, and geopolitical advantages it brings. So, why did the Indonesian Air Force choose the Indian-made Astra Mk1 for its Su-27 and Su-30 fleet instead of continuing with Russian air-to-air missiles or looking toward Western alternatives? The answer begins with compatibility. Indonesia operates a fleet of Russian-built Sukhoi Su-27 and Su-30 fighters that have served as the backbone of its air defense for years. However, maintaining these aircraft has become increasingly difficult due to global sanctions, supply chain disruptions, and limited access to Russian military equipment following the war in Ukraine. While Indonesia has remained committed to keeping its Sukhoi fleet operational, securing modern air-to-air weapons from Russia has become far more challenging than it was a decade ago. This is where India's Astra Mk1 offers a practical solution. The missile was developed by India's Defense Research and Development Organization, or DRDO, and has already been successfully integrated with the Indian Air Force's Su-30 Mk1 fighters. Although Indonesia's Su-27 and Su-30 variants are not identical to India's Su-30 Mk1, the successful integration on a closely related Sukhoi platform significantly reduces technical risks and development time compared to integrating an entirely new Western missile. Reports indicate that the missile will be adapted for Indonesia's Sukhoi fleet with support from Indian defense companies as part of the overall agreement. From a capability standpoint, the Astra Mk1 is a modern active radar-guided beyond visual range missile designed to engage highly maneuverable fighter aircraft well before they enter visual combat. Unlike older semi-active radar missiles, Astra carries its own active radar seeker during the terminal phase, allowing the launching aircraft to disengage or engage multiple targets. The missile also incorporates electronic countermeasures to enhance performance against electronic jamming, making it a significant improvement over many older Russian missiles currently in Indonesian service. But Indonesia's decision is about much more than technology. It is also about ensuring long-term operational readiness. Many countries operating Russian-made aircraft have experienced growing uncertainty over spare parts, maintenance support, and ammunition supplies. Rather than depending on a single supplier, Indonesia has been actively diversifying its defense procurement strategy. In recent years, Jakarta has purchased French Rafale fighters, ordered American F-15EX aircraft, and continued investing in domestic defense capabilities. Procuring Astra Mk1 fits perfectly into this broader policy of reducing dependence on any single defense partner while maintaining combat effectiveness across its existing fleet. India, meanwhile, has emerged as an attractive defense supplier because it understands the challenges of operating Russian-origin platforms better than almost any other country. Having flown and upgraded the Su-30 Mk1 for years, India has accumulated extensive experience integrating indigenous weapons onto Soviet-designed aircraft. This expertise allows India to offer a relatively affordable modernization path for countries that continue to operate Sukhoi fighters but seek alternatives to Russian weapons. The agreement also carries major diplomatic significance. Indonesia has become the first export customer for the Astra missile, representing a breakthrough for India's Make in India defense initiative. For decades, India was known primarily as one of the world's largest arms importers. Today, it is steadily transforming into a defense exporter, offering missiles, artillery systems, radars, and naval equipment to friendly nations across Asia and beyond. Securing Indonesia as Astra's first international customer provides an important endorsement of Indian defense technology and could encourage other Sukhoi operators in Asia and Africa to consider similar purchases in the future. This missile agreement also complements Indonesia's broader defense partnership with India. Earlier in 2026, Jakarta finalized its acquisition of the BrahMos supersonic cruise missile, and the latest Astra deal further deepens military cooperation between the two countries. Together, these agreements reflect a growing strategic relationship built around shared interests in maritime security, Indo-Pacific stability, and defense industrial cooperation rather than simply individual weapons sales. Another important factor is cost-effectiveness. Purchasing an entirely new Western missile system for Indonesia's Sukhoi fleet would require expensive aircraft modifications, software integration, certification, and extensive pilot training. Since Astra has already been developed around a Sukhoi platform, the overall integration effort is expected to be considerably less complex than adopting completely different Western weapons. That makes the missile an economically sensible choice while extending the operational life of Indonesia's existing fighters. Will this purchase dramatically change the military balance in Southeast Asia? Probably not on its own. However, it will significantly improve the combat capability and survivability of Indonesia's Sukhoi fleet. Modern beyond visual range missiles are among the most decisive weapons in contemporary air combat, and equipping aging fighters with advanced missiles can greatly enhance their effectiveness without purchasing entirely new aircraft. Ultimately, Indonesia's decision to procure the Astra Mk1 is driven by a combination of operational necessity, strategic diversification, proven compatibility, and expanding defense cooperation with India. For Indonesia, it ensures its Sukhoi fighters remain credible combat assets despite changing global conditions. For India, it marks the successful arrival of the Astra missile on the international market and demonstrates that indigenous Indian defense technology is becoming increasingly competitive on the global stage. As geopolitical competition intensifies across the Indo-Pacific, this agreement may well become the first of many export successes for India's growing missile industry.